All right, welcome back. Supplement Kitchen reviews here today, and back with another supplement review. Finally, getting back here in the kitchen. And today we have under this hat, boom, we have Purus Labs and the NOXYGEN pre-workout in 3 different flavors here. So we'll talk about all those. So let's get started. All right, Supplement Kitchen reviews, and as we said, today we have Purus Labs. They sent over their NOXYGEN pre-workout in 3 flavors. We got strawberry candy and a gummy bear and blue raspberry. So 3 flavors to go over. But first, let's look at this thing here. As you can see, it is a white, fine white powder. No craziness, no nothing. They all look similar, so it smells delicious. All right, so there is what you are looking at. Now let's see how you take this. So how to use. You're going to mix 1 serving with 8 to 10 fluid ounces of cold water. That is key, cold water. And consume 20 to 30 minutes prior to training. Easy enough, right? Love it when they make it simple. So yeah, so like I said, we got this flavor here. This will be the one we probably taste test today of strawberry candy live, and then we'll discuss the other flavors. So let's get into flavor and mixability. We do shout out cool Purus Lab shaker cup here, but as you can see, it is a clear type powder. It does have a little foam there, nothing crazy. But like I said, we will be testing the strawberry candy. Very distinct strawberry. I wouldn't really say like candy wise, but it is a very overwhelming strawberry smell. So if you like strawberry smell wise, you're gonna love it. So let's try it. All right, flavor on the strawberry candy. We will start there since we just taste tested it. So you do get that, just like I was talking about with the way it smells, you do get that strong strawberry kind of taste. But you do kind of like get this kind of like creamy kind of candy taste on the back end. I mean, it does remind you kind of a pink Starburst type deal. So, definitely a good flavor, solid flavor. If you like strawberry, or if you like pink Starburst, you would love this flavor. Gummy bear. It tastes just like you got a handful of almost all the different colors and 8 gummy bears. Solid flavor. But that's the best way to describe it. Grab a handful, you get a bunch of different colors, eat them all at the same time, kind of get that large variety of different flavors in there. Super good, no aftertaste, nothing like that. And then blue raz. It's blue raz. I mean, it's not the worst. It's not the best. If you like blue raz, you'd like this. So if I had to personally rank them, I'd probably say it'd be a tie between gummy bear and pink and strawberry candy. Definitely 2 solid flavors. And then third would be blue raz, just because I'm not a blue raz kind of person, but this still was good. So if you're into that, you'll really like it. So there's our thoughts on that. So let's jump into the label. All right, you are getting 30 servings per container, and that's at a 1 scoop, which is 11 grams. And if you care, you are getting 10 calories with 2 grams of carbs. So, beta-alanine, 3,200 milligrams. Glycer powder, 1,500 milligrams. citrulline nitrate as NO3T, 1,000 milligrams. Then you got betaine nitrate as NO3T, 750 milligrams. Choline bitarate as vitacholine, 750 milligrams. L-tyrosine, 500 milligrams. Caffeine anhydrous, 200 milligrams. XR, extended release caffeine, 67 milligrams. And then you got that huperzine A at 10 milligrams. So definitely not a overwhelming label. Does have some cool ingredients there. So we'll kind of touch base on just real quick what the beta ingredients do. Beta alanine, mostly known for the itchies, or giving you that kind of flush feeling, but it does help overall athletic performance. Glycer powder, that's going to help fill your muscles up, pull water into them, and give you that pump. Then you got your nitrates. So citrulline nitrate, your betaine nitrate as NO3T. Nitrates are going to give you that quick acting pump, for your fullness of your muscles and things of that nature. You got your choline and tyrosine, which is going to help with like focus and mental clarity. And then you got your caffeine, and then your Zoom XR. So they're both going to provide energy. One is going to provide energy on the front end. The extended release is going to provide it on the back end. And then huperzine A is another ingredient that's going to help you with the focus. So there's the ingredient. Just want to touch base there. So now let's talk about the important thing, performance. And with this, it does outline pump, performance, and endurance here on the label. So how did it do? As you can see with the label itself, if you glance at this label and you're kind of an experienced supplement user, pre-workout taker, whatever you're going to call it, probably not going to appeal to you too much. At first when I glanced at it, I was like, but I do want to say it is a surprising label, or it is from a performance standpoint, it does surprise you, as opposed to what the label really outlines here. I would say a couple things that really stand out. For me, the biggest thing that I was surprised about is the pump from this. We are getting the pump from those nitrates, and it is kind of paired along with the glycer powder there. And it seems that combination really works. And with that being said, as far as the pump goes, it's not one of those types to where you have to get in and start really working out. I feel like as you take this, and as soon as it kind of starts to kick in, 15, 20 minutes, you start to kind of get that pump feeling from those nitrates. So it's like a quicker acting, and that really surprised me the few times that I took this, and that was one thing that I've seen consistently no matter what day I was hitting. So that's the biggest thing that I really enjoyed about this. Energy, it's got the 200 milligrams of caffeine, and then it's paired with the 67 milligrams, which only yields 70% caffeine, so not a whole lot. Energy was okay. I wouldn't say this would be something that a stem junkie is really gonna even feel. I'd say it's more kind of like drinking a Red Bull from an energy perspective. You're probably gonna get 45 minutes to an hour out of it as far as that energy kick. It's nothing crazy. Like, it just comes in, gives you a little bit for that little bit of time, and kind of dies off pretty quickly. So it's not like a crash feeling, but it kind of declines very quickly. Focus was the next thing I would point out. Not too bad. I would say you kind of have your blinders on, but you're not like super in the zone as some other pre-workouts provide. You have those blinders on, I'd say, to where you can kind of know what you're doing. But I would say your blinders kind of have holes in them to where, you're not completely focused on A, B, C, D, and you're kind of zoning everything else. You still, if someone, you know, is there taught to you, you're gonna be able to pay attention to them as well, instead of just being like stiff arm and Heisman them out of the way. But those are the main things I would, you know, point out as far as it goes. Nothing over the top, like I said, not stem junkie type pre-workout, I wouldn't say. But don't let the label fool you. It is surprising, and it does deliver. So now let's talk about ratings. Boom. Mixability. We saw that a little bit ago. Nothing was in there. It was very clean. 10. Flavor. And I'll just average them out. Like I said, they were all tasty. There was no chemical taste, no nothing. I would probably say overall in flavors, you know, probably a 9. I mean, they did a good job on them. And they have a variety of different ones that I think it could appeal to a lot of people. Performance. So performance, you heard me talk about it. The pumps were surprising here. Energy is okay. And then focus was all right as well. Definitely, again, it's not like a stem junkie pre-workout. It's nothing that's going to blow your socks off. But I think the label is very surprising, and it'll help you get the job done. I would probably give this, from a performance standpoint, 7.75. Definitely an average type pre-workout. Now overall, I would give this thing an 8, you know, from the things that we looked at and we talked about. I think it kind of falls right there. You know, performance, there could be a few adjustments, maybe a little more caffeine, on both ends, you know, but other than that, nothing too bad. So, boom, there's our thoughts. There's that. First of all, I want to thank the Purus Lab team for sending these over, letting me check them out. Tag them up here. Be sure to give them a follow, check them out. And if you like it, you know, pick up some. Definitely, I think a solid daily driver. You could take this daily or cycle off of your higher stems, and you'd be able to get the job done, get enough done. But I'm about all NOXYGEN out today. Later.